Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Run the thumbs up on these videos. We appreciate you guys being here and rocking with us right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I want to open up talking about, of course, Ryan Williams and the fact that he did cancel his visit to Texas. Everybody was excited about that announcement, which came on Tuesday evening. We talked about it right here on Bama Football on YouTube. So clearly it's down to Alabama and Auburn, right? And when is he going to take that visit to Auburn? Is he going to take that visit to Auburn? Everybody is super excited about Ryan Williams, rightfully so. You're talking about a day one starter here at the University of Alabama, a guy that just has it, right? He's got that it factor. Saw him recently getting the Deuce hat and going to wear number 2 wherever he goes. So what does that mean going forward? Well, means he's getting pretty close to making a decision. He is expected to sign on February 9th, and that is the actual date of his birthday. So we will have full coverage on Ryan Williams as he makes his official announcement. And as RTR is saying, his visit to Auburn is scheduled for February 3rd. So we got you posted on everything that is revolving around Ryan Williams, and one of the most highly sought after prospects, and really the biggest prospect that Alabama has wanted to land from in-state since, I guess, Julio Jones, right? I mean, you guys talk about the inside the comment box. I mean, this guy is electric in every sense of the word. He has a huge social media following. I suggest that you guys go follow him and support him and, give him some roll tides in his social media presence. So this morning we wake up and we see that Ryan Williams has tweeted out the hourglass. To me, that means a decision is coming soon. To me, that means he's getting ready to feel comfortable with making the ultimate announcement. And I think, probably at this point in time, he is tired. He wants to get this over with, and he wants to be able to make that announcement, get it off his chest so he can be able to focus in on the program that he chooses. Look, it's clear to me that Coach DeBoer and the coaching staff made a gigantic impression on him. And while he did decommit from Alabama literally a couple hours after Coach Saban retired, he wanted to open up the recruitment. I get it. I mean, it was emotional for everybody. We've talked about it many times right here on the show about, Ryan Williams and kind of the emotions that everybody's going with, not just Williams himself, but like us with Coach Saban and the gravity of him retiring. So he comes back. He has an official visit. You see that Jalen Mbakwe is on the full court press. First guy he met was Roll Tide Willie, right? I mean, he literally got the full court press, and that's been funny to follow on social media. Ryan Williams is getting, blown up by everybody. And I can only imagine what Auburn is going to throw at him in terms of some sort of NIL deal. And I think that he was probably sold on the fact when during his visit, talking with the offensive coaches and how they could use him. I've said this openly. Look, I have a lot of questions about the defensive staff for Alabama, but the offensive staff, my goodness, Ryan Grubb, quarterback's coming back, Jalen Milroe coming back for you. I mean, you're going to get fed, not only from a wide receiver standpoint, but also the running backs. Like, can you imagine if Alabama lines up their first Saturday and you have Ryan Williams split out and you have Justice Haynes in the backfield with Jalen Milroe coming at quarterback? Right? I know we got to figure out that offensive line, but man, the weapons that Alabama has already in place looks dangerous. So a lot to go over when you talk about Ryan Williams and his recruitment. And as news breaks, we will keep you posted right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I like the fact that you're starting to see a lot of these players build up kind of their all in. And I keep going back to that photo that we saw back on Monday, like the family photo of these guys buying in. And I think it speaks volumes about Coach DeBoer in his early message to the team. One of the tweets that I liked on yesterday was from Terrion Arnold, now going into the NFL, leaving early. We talked about the departures from the secondary. Terrion Arnold says, you continue to doubt Alabama. People doubted him last year. There was a lot of naysayers that doubted Alabama, felt that Alabama couldn't have another winning season. And look what Alabama did in Coach Saban's final season with the Crimson Tide. You're going to hear the same noise. And that's good for the team. That's called reverse rat poison. And I don't know if Coach DeBoer will use the term rat poison. I'm going to miss that coming from Coach Saban. But this is exactly what it is. People outside of college football do not believe that Alabama can still win without Coach Saban. right? Maybe a couple games. What I mean by that is like maybe 8 to 10. But they don't believe that Alabama is capable to do what Alabama did without Coach Saban, period. And I think there's a lot of people that are doubting Coach Kalen DeBoer. But I love the fact that on his Feinbaum interview, he said he's not alarmed with the guys that are exiting out. You look to the guys that he's recruiting, some very talented prospects. A lot of guys that he has offered from the class of 2025 are guys that are committed. Juju Lewis, a quarterback that's committed to USC. A couple other guys are in that 2025 class that have decommitted, and I'm sure that he's going to reach out and make connections and hopefully bring those guys back to commit to Alabama. It's early in the recruiting process for the class of 2025. But from what I've seen online, these guys are certainly in the trenches, recruiting, developing relationships with a bunch of new coaches. And I love to see it. I love that hunger about bringing players to Alabama, the recruiting process from the 2025 class, still selling the brand of Alabama football, right? Like, yeah, a lot of it is Coach Saban, but a lot of it is just Alabama football. And Coach Kalen DeBoer will clearly be judged on how he recruits. And you got to look at the fact that early on, we know this. He's brought in 3 players that we all like. They're all on the offensive side of the ball. Austin Mack, the big quarterback, who's an absolute unit. Parker Brailsford, an immediate fix to Alabama's offensive front with the center. And then you bring in Jeremy Bernard at the wide receiver position, who's a bigger style wide receiver, who I think is going to fit in really nicely to this offensive schematics that Ryan Grubb is going to run. So a lot of news on Ryan Williams. We're going to keep you covered right here at Bama Football on YouTube. I want to hear from you inside the comment box as we go forward. What do you think about Ryan Williams, his latest update? What does that mean to you? Again, it's literally an hourglass. To me, that means soon. Like, time is coming down. He's ready to make an announcement and post an emoji of your choice and what it means to you with Ryan Williams, just recently tweeting out soon. If you're a fan funder, you can get perks to use different emojis inside the comment box. To learn more about that, hit the join button if you're on a computer. And if you're on your phone, there's a hyperlink as low as $2.99 to support the product right here at Bama Football on YouTube. We appreciate the super chats. And most importantly, we appreciate you guys being here with us all day, every day, as we continue to cover Alabama football right here on Bama Football on YouTube. So one more time, coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on Wednesday morning, January 24th, Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. All right. How was that? That was all right? Good? All right. Thanks, fam. I appreciate you guys. Those are my live cuts. So we live cut that and then we upload that because there are a lot of people that are coming in and out